Hey YouTube, coming at you with a video on what's going to be Shadow Dragonair. So I've got a list of the dragons up on the board here. And if you were looking at where it's sort of ranked in the top dragon rankings, Shadow Dragonair is 6th. Guzzlord, Shadow Dragonite, Como, Haxorus, Arctibax, and then Dragonair. So I've already done a video on Dragonite and why Dragonite is actually quite strong in this current meta, just given that it has superpower for the steals and the normal typing like Lickitung, and then just resisting the counter on Medicham. So I do think Dragonite is quite strong in this meta. Though has already talked about how Guzzlord is kind of a core breaker, right? Because you resist the licks on... You resist licks of... of Lickitung. You are a dragon which resists water and electric and grass, right? Water, electric, and grass. So you resist all the moves on Lantern. You resist, they can only throw air release on Serperior. So it is quite strong. The other ones, Como, Haxorus, Arctibax, I've seen a few people use Haxorus. Haxorus is just very, very glassy, so you only kind of use it in a limited capacity, right? You kind of counter on the lead, hope you have an okay lead, break and swipe, lower their attack, try and keep switch is essentially how you use it. Dragonair is an interesting one, having used it multiple times and used it for this video. It is quite strong, and so Dragonair used to be way higher than Dragonite because what people cared about was the bulk that Dragonair had, right? You still have the Dragon Breath damage. Obviously, Dragonite does more damage, but Dragonair just has way more bulk. And Body Slam Aqua Tail is quite a spammy moveset to have. So even in bad matchups, unless it was like a fairy, you could do quite well. So, Dragonair, Registeel, Ninetales. Basically, I said again, Dragon will resist water, and it will resist grass, and it will resist... few things, but it's weak to ice and stuff like that. So because it covers water and is weak to ice, I covered it with Ninetales, and then Registeel as a safe swap is basically the team idea. And let's look at some battles. So this is, oh, it resists fire as well. So they got to get out. This is this is an evenish matchup. So I'm going to get to a move and basically see what they want to do here, because if they decide to shield, I know I took a shield advantage and I can just come in here and very easily shield up a Psychic, and then keep switch here. So Dragonair is that Dragon Breath damage, quite a lot of fast move damage pressure here in neutral matchups. So already took it low enough that it's now within Ember and Weather Ball range. So this should take out. And they're fighting for switch, which means I'm going to shield back. I get why they're fighting for switch, because they can only really Brave Bird the Dragonair at this point. So they get another move up. I'm pretty sure it's just another Ice Punch. That's fine. They may go for the full farm down, which will kind of be tricky because then they can come out with a potential Brave Bird. So there's one, and I'm not going to allow them to. Basically, I'm just forcing their hand here. Like, there's no point of like letting them farm Ninetales down, get to the Brave Bird, and then just Brave Bird me there. I'd rather just save a little bit of health on the Ninetales, and because that they did have to go Brave Bird because you can't really fire move down a dragon. They had to do it. I got a couple embers through on the grass here, which should be enough to put it in Focus Blast range, and they are not going to do anything because I am resisting their moves. So again, Superior, this is why. Superiors are everywhere. This is a great answer to it. They can only go Aerial Ace, which they do here. Superior is very tanky. Not a Seperior Lead. I hope it doesn't do 50%. No, it does not. And yeah, so I think I could live one here if I decided to let it go. I may shield because it will put me in we'll see. I don't need to shield. I'm pretty sure I can live. I may shield just because it's going to put me like really low. Gonna just keep a little bit of health on this for Dugong. So again, this matchup, I could get out either way. I actually may get out into either. I'm going to chip, yeah. I'm going to get out into this just because I don't want them to farm. Worst case scenario is they farm all the way and then have a drill run coming out and I'm double weak to ground in the back. So I just like force their hand, get the Lantern in. That's fine. I'm going to hopefully I can get a second one off. If they take me out, that's fine too. Dragonair will resist the moves. Let's see if I just come straight Dragonair to force their whatever energy they have left. No, I'm just go straight Reggie. That's not bad. So they already had a move. It's not a bad option just to get ahead on energy on Reggie, knowing that Reggie is gonna have to kind of take it and maybe not gonna take the moveset. That's smart. Using it as a shield. Reggie is your win condition, being able to Focus Blast and Zap Cannon the Dugong here. I would not be surprised if they lower my attack and either Drill Run or even beta Drill Run. Try and go double, go Icy Wind bait and then Drill Run. They could back-to-back Drill Runs. The thing is, like, Drill Run is super effective, but is non-stab. So I can't imagine it's going to take out a Reggie from 50% health. No. So I got to try and get as much energy as I can. I'm at 100 energy. Now it's just a race to the move. So who is going to get to the move first? Actually, they could probably Spark me down because Spark is now buffed. Yeah, because Spark is now buffed. They could Spark me down. So unlucky there. Again, good lead. They come in Sableye. I'm probably just going to stay Sableye. I've got an answer in the back for Superior. This whole team beats Superior, which means that I can just easily shield the foul play, Dragon Breath down, come out with energy, and do well. So it's kind of a lot of the time you can take it in like the shield advantage scenario, right? Because Dragon Breath damage is neutral scenarios is just overpowering. So they come back in Superior. It's like, okay, this thing is really freaking weak to Dragon if you're coming back into a Superior here. Unless you're just going to try and sacrifice it. So I'm going to give it up because I think they're switch locked. So they eventually get out of here. Which again, this is kind of a stupid way to come in because like if they're weak to fire on the front, they probably have a fire engine in the back. But at this point, I just actually wanted to chip here because if I grab a shield, it's just like that's great because then I can go to Zap. If I don't grab a shield, I can just Dragon Breath down. Weather Ball resisted, and I'm pretty low. So I'm going to shield. Yeah, I'm going to shield and just farm this all the way down. And now, catch a move, knowing that my win condition may just be a Dragon Breath down. Catch an Air Lace. They're going to have to do like 3 more Zap Cannon, 3 more Frenzies to take me out from there. Core Breaker. Yeah. So as soon as I got into this matchup, I was like, oh yeah, this is I can't run this team together because of a Fairy Water, right? So that's unfortunate. But as you can see, I could have stayed in that matchup. And I think I do probably stay in one later. I go for the Zap Cannon here because I'm like, they haven't even got to move off. There's no way they don't shield this. But don't worry, I don't get those 67% chance. So they shield, but does not take it down anyways. They get a Drill Run here. Takes me super low, but now this Drill Run will take out. Focus Blast will take out. They could just farm down now. That's the only problem because now they're going to be loaded with energy. Ooh, they should have farmed down. So I think at this point I have to come Ninetales and just farm all the way, shield a Drill Run, and get to a Scorching Sands here. It's probably my only... Ooh, baited. They have a move. They came back in here. If they have a high... maybe I just overthought that. Let's see if they have a Hydro. Because most run Ice Beam Play Rough, especially on the lead. You usually run Ice Beam Play Rough. And if you're running that, that's likely a waste of a shield. I'd be surprised if they had Hydro. Yeah, now I just wasted a shield. So basically, once they dump energy, I'm hoping I can just farm down. I can't. Yeah, this is just stupidly played, all over the place here. But yeah, as is kind of core. I'm gonna while we go over this, I'll talk a bit about the Ottawa regional that I just did. Again, crappy lead. That's a problem. When it's so bad, you got to get out in there. Oh, this is just looking pretty hard countered. Unless they're like weak to fire in the back too, maybe? Maybe they're weak to fire and I have a chance here. Grab a shield here. If they just go straight higher. I don't know. We'll see. I tested. Maybe I can get to a. No, they're gonna take me out. That's fine. I just want to see. Now I'm just curious what's in the back, because usually I alternate wins and losses here, and I just lost the last one. So I'd be surprised if I lost this one, but I lost lead hard and I lost switch hard. So the question is, what is in the back? I may be able to chip here. Or am I going to get out right? Yeah, it makes sense just to get out. And they're staying in. I shield this because, yeah, it's kind of a mistake here. But I kind of read it like, if they're staying in Ninetales, they're probably weak in the back. But that's still not worth a shield there. I was just worried that, like, if they got, like, that chip off, they could, if they had, like, a Medicham or something, they could, like, just counter me down. And I was worried about the fast move damage with Ninetales, and I'm going to go over Ninetales in 1 second there. And I get the full farm down. And at this point, I get one more move off. That's good, because I know Dragonair has a move banked. So once I get this, I'll grab the last shield. A couple more Embers they're going to have to throw here. They do throw. Weather Ball, not even close enough. I swear this is Dragonair video. I mean, Dragonair is going to finish this off, because I believe I get taken out here, because I remember having to throw the move. Yeah. So I do get taken out, right? So I needed to use one shield there, but Body Slam. Give me a lead that I don't need, that I don't have a terrible matchup or an amazing matchup against. Nope. Nope. These have been all super hard win leads or super bad loss leads. And right now it's just looking like another hard counter. I was about to say, I don't do amazing with this team, but it looks like every game I won was I killed the lead, and every game I lost, I just got destroyed and I lost save swap. Ottawa, I brought 6 Pokemon. I brought Lickitung, Medicham. Let's just go with all the meta ones. Lickitung, Medicham, Serperior, Lantern. The 2 off-brand ones were Carbink and Ninetales. And the problem is, when you go to these like bring 6 tournaments, everyone usually has one of everything, right? Everyone has like Medicham and Lickitung, but then everyone usually has 1 water, 1 grass, 1 flyer, 1 steel, give or take, right? So in my matchups, I played 3 matchups. I went 2-1. I lost the one match I lost by 1 spark, actually, so it's so close. But my first opponent had Pelipper. My second opponent had Swampert and Lantern. And my third opponent had Pelipper and Lantern. So it's just like, if your opponent has like 1 or 2 waters, when you bring something like Ninetales, it's just so hard counter that if you get caught in it, you lost the game. So I don't think I can, and that's why people are bringing Medicham and Lickitung, because even if you get hard countered, you're still safe. It's not like you're going to get truly just absolutely destroyed. So I think that was the problem with Ninetales. So I can't bring it, and it was the same with Togedemaru. I was testing with it, and not in that tournament, but just in GBL, and I got a Medicham on it, and it just deleted it. I got 1 wild charge off, does like 50%, and then it just like kills it, and then it's just like you're so far behind. So I can't. I know they have play. I know both of them would have play, but I can't, for those reasons, bring them to Toronto Regionals. Unfortunately, so I'm still figuring out what I want to bring. I got 2 of them, Lickitung, Medicham, because those were amazing for me in the thing. But trying to figure out what other 4. The problem is, the one I lost was actually their shadow, because they had Swampert. The one I lost, they had Swampert and Lantern, so I essentially had to bench Ninetales, and their Shadow Venusaur just went ham on my team. Because it does like, a Shadow Venusaur will like 2 frenzies, takes out Medicham, Lickitung, Sludge Bomb kills, and 2 frenzies take out Carbink, and then the Sludge Bomb takes out things. So like you do need an answer for it, but it's like, what are you gonna do? So I need to figure that out next time. Okay, mirror. I have 2 weeks. I have less than 2 weeks. Mirror match. Problem is they're just gonna outpace you to these ice punches, and these counters add up quite a bit. I may be able to get the second body slam off before they get the ice punch. The only problem is I don't think this body slam takes out. So in the one shield, like they can let this go and then, yeah, live with like 1 HP and get this ice punch off. But one shielded versus one shield Medicham, you take it within a sliver of a health, which is great, right? So with that, take out their fighter. I imagine they probably don't have another fighter in the back, which means Reggie probably has a chance here. So I came in here just to get a little bit of advantage. Again, Shadow freaking Venusaur. This is probably still going to do like 40%. Yeah. So, but once I ate one, I then came in here just to get this off. They catch, but if they catch on a Dugong. So the question is, can I get to 3 Weather Balls before they get to 2 Drill Runs? Or is 2 Weather Balls plus Embers enough to take this down? And the answer is going to be close, unless I'm wondering if they bait me here. Because they can easily, okay, good. So they don't bait me, which means I probably can farm down. No, I can't. I got to throw. And I do that because I'm going to, their Venusaur is already so low. That's going to take me out. Holy frig, a freaking Frenzy takes out a 50% Ninetales. Try to lower their attack, get the lower. Now the question is, will they get to 2 frenzies before I get to a focus blast here? 1 frenzy. No, they will not. Take it down for the win. So yeah, that's the team. Again, Dragonair. There has been an uptick in fairies and ice. Again, ice is probably hunting Gligar, but you know, caught in the crossfires are all the dragons. And yeah, I still love using Ninetales in general, but again, pick 6, not it. Registeel is an interesting one. Because I look at it from the perspective of just so many things have ground type moves now, right? In the past 2 years, Ace Slash, Dugong. Now, Gligar always had it, but it had an Earthquake before. Now it has Dig. Like, everything just has, like, strong, hard-hitting ground moves that are generally quick to get to. And it just makes Registeel really kind of tough to run right now. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good, but definitely down a few pegs from where it was before. Anyways, that is it. I'll have a mixture of my teams. Plus, I saw there was a comment that there is a video submission on Shadow Gramble, so I will showcase that as well this week. Yeah, you'll get 2 a day because I have a lot banked plus showcase. And that is it. So I appreciate watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.